Free Cliff. Screech.
What's up with it? Thought I'd have more energy, but I decided to do this late, man. You know, you want to say so much until this bitch start recording for real. Anyway, let's get into this motherfucking video, man. Hope y'all having a nice day. Let's start this off right. I already pre-recorded this, so I'm really talking over it. Right now, I'm just showing my poisons real fast. Escapist poisons, you know what that do. You know, break free, immobilize targets. This is the bread and butter to this build right here. Double dot poisons, man. So underrated, man. This right here, this is gonna make the build hit a lot stronger than it really does, but it already hits hard, but that's gonna make it hit a lot harder. Right there. That double dot poison, man. But I was so weak when I was making this video too, because I didn't know. I did this before while I spoke over it, but I didn't know if it was gonna save, so I'd rather just take the safer route. This is another bread and butter to the build right here. Those health and invis pots, man, that's gonna get you out of a lot of mess. Now here is the whole point of this video right here. Asylum weapons. As you can see, Perfected give you some crit. If you can read that, pause the video. It gives you extra movement, and it gives you up to 450 extra weapon damage. 450 when you stack it 5 times. Later in this video, you're gonna see me actually stack it for you guys and show you how that looks. But it stacks pretty fast, because you know when you spin it trying to kill somebody, you know you're gonna get that 5 spins out real quick anyway. So it does have a time thing. If you go back, what did it say? For 5 seconds, you know you get that bonus, but that extra movement speed definitely helps when trying to get away after you spin or during your spin, chasing somebody down or just being in the mix, man. You spinning real fast. Right here, I showed you where to actually get it from. As you can see, you get it from Asylum Sanctuary, Sanctorium, right here. Next, I'm gonna show you the Master Bow back bar. You get that from Perfected. You see the extra damage, you're gonna want that, and up to 330. You know, you get that from Dragonstar Arena using your poison arrow. Everybody know that. Bylords. Now, the reason why I run this is you can see, look at all that extra damage and penetration you get from that. Later in the video, I'm gonna buff up. It is a way you can make this build hit a lot harder, depending on race and whatever, yada yada. But that's on you guys. I'm showing you what I do. I use Widow. Unfathomable Darkness. Now this, you can use whatever you want actually on your body. I just choose to use this because I like to look cool when I play. And it gives a cool little sound effect. Also a crow like thing going on when and the stats is pretty good. The weapon damage and all that. So it gives a pretty good effect, man. Fun effect when you spin it. And it also adds to your AOE pressure, which again is the point of this whole video, is to show you how to get that fast burst AOE pressure. That's what this build is all about, AOE pressure burst. Now, my weapons, these are 2 just flex spots to get that weapon damage and swift. You know, I was able to actually craft this, so that's why I was able to make it swift. Wild Hunt. All swift jury with Wild Hunt. This is another bread and butter to the dag-on video right here. This is going to make you run extra fast. Now I'm going to show you the stats, the sprint speed stats. Don't get discouraged. That 157 that's actually bugged is actually way faster than that. But don't get discouraged by that. We are running the Steed Mondays. So as you see here, if you want some more speed, you got major and minor expedition from that. You know, again, it's not gonna pop up at your sprint speed menu. Don't worry, don't get discouraged. It's there. Just know it's there. And again, later in the video, I'll show you if you want. You're probably asking me, why am I not using Major Expedition? Well, you get it from the bow passive if you roll dodge, which works extremely good because that's the only time you need it. When you roll and trying to get away or trying to get on somebody's ass, you know, that's when that Major Expedition kick in at the perfect time. So I like that better actually. So right here I'm just showing you my stats. You know, if you could play with your stats, you could get them however you like them, however you want them. But me, I'm not tripping. I run low resistances on this build. I'm not tripping. It's all about speed, man. People ain't catching me, and I'm on your ass. You ain't on my ass. As you can see, all my physical resistances is low, my crit resistances is low. You see I'm running the steed. Again, that's another bread and butter. All this stuff is how you max out your movement speed. And Wood Elf is the bread and butter to this build. For me, it's Wood Elf. I'll show you that a little bit later in the video why. But yeah, I got real low resistances though. So but I can still play in the mix because I'm a good player. If you're a good player and know how to press your buttons, then yeah. But if that's gonna be a problem for you, don't worry about this video, man. Just click on out of here. This is for people who got thumbs and know how to play the daggone game. Again, I'm just showing you my stats. Buffed up, unbuffed, whatnot, yada yada yada. I'm gonna do a full buff in a second as far as with the damage on how or what my damage is. You know. And you know, for this build, if you want to proc your full weapon damage, get that 5 spin out, and you know, however high you want your bylords to be when you press your ultimate down. You know, that's what you're gonna get. You know, never mind this right here. I'm just getting my ultimate up. I'll show you in the video ways. Actually, Necromancer is pretty daggone good for getting your ultimate, but I don't have all that stuff on my guy right now. But if that's what you choose to do, you can. I'll show you in a second. Actually, in the video clip, you know, ways to get your ultimate back a lot faster than I'm doing right now. But yeah, the point of this video is, the point of this build is pretty much AOE pressure, AOE burst pressure, man. You know, kill multiple targets on one target and just get on the motherfucker ass. Motherfucker ain't going nowhere. It's all revolved around that spin. Those are silent weapons, man. So that's basically what you're trying to do is you're trying to complement your spin. So as you can see, I got things, all AOE things are on my bar. Blast bones, my scythe hitting multiple targets, my graveyard is hitting multiple targets, and but it ain't just about hitting multiple targets. It's just about being how can I say, a ball of literally running destruction. you know. Think of it as a tornado. Exactly. That's exactly what it is. It's a tornado. You're a walking tornado, man. Anything in your path should get destroyed and dominated in seconds. At the end, I'm gonna have a little bit of time in this video. We could talk about how to actually get a kill on this build, because yes, it can be difficult. If you see, there's not a lot of direct burst on this build at all, except for blast bombs. And you're probably wondering, well, how the hell I'm supposed to kill somebody? I'll show you that at the end. I'm showing all my passives. See, this is how you get your ultimate back with the corpse. Alright, so this is how you buff up 5 times, y'all. You want to spend 5 times and then hit your ult. Oh yeah, proc your master bow. Put that extra damage on target. See, once you get to 5 times, everything kicks in. And that's what my stats look like, front and back bar, with everything kicked in. You can get it a lot higher, as you know, but that's what I'm comfortable with. Get that guy up out of here real quick. Again, I'm showing you how to go ahead and get that ulti up. You can pause the video whenever you want. You know, I'm not really here to do all that. This is not really a gameplay video. It's honestly just real quick, because you seen what I'm wearing. This is another bread and butter right here in your CP tree. This is how you get your movement speed up. They're giving it to us. Use it. Again, here we go. More movement speed. They're giving free movement speed for literally anybody. Now, this is a flex spot. You can use this. You can use that CP there is awesome. It gives you 500 recovery while running, which could be great, you know, if you need it. But sometimes I put it on, sometimes I don't. But I main Necromancer, I'm really good at it, so I don't need this. But if you need this, that'll be perfect. That's perfect, you know, for you to defend yourself on the go. Now, if you want to use a frost staff or a shield, this is some extra resistances. Surprisingly, a lot of people don't know about that CP ball work, but it's really good, man. Me personally, I'm going to put, as you can see, got my crit resistance, got my weapon damage. Now, this is another bread and butter here. Exploiter, off balance. Now, you get your off balance from your scythe. You could spam it if you want, or you can use it in moderation. Now, how that work is, you would proc the off balance from scythe and go immediately into a Dawnbreaker or a spin. Boom. That's how you proc that exploiter right there. Or you can classic, like old school, proc your off balance, switch to your bow, heavy attack. A lot of people don't expect that, especially if you haven't played back then. Right there, you see me put in area effect, but I'm actually going to switch that to single target for because I use the archer, the skeleton archer, and that will boost his damage. That's just a flex spot actually, but I like using him because it gives me more pressure, man. It gives me more pressure along with my crows. And he's just spinning. It's just more, you know, AOE damage. In that pet, you can't stop that damage from coming in. So it's just a bunch of unstoppable damage that I got coming at somebody. That's why I love it. That's why I use it. And again, like I said, I play to have fun. I play to look cool. So, I mean, it's cool, you know, actually being a daggone Necromancer, having, you know, your undead follow you is awesome to me. Again, right here, look, this is the bread and butter right here. Just know, if you use your ghost, pause it and read it, that gives you extra recoveries. So if you feel you're missing out, boom, you know, keep that up time all the way up on that ghost, and you'll have recoveries coming in. Now, blast bones, major defile. Now, mind you, see this procs hemorrhage, whatever, makes them bleed and shit. Look, now this heals you, but that heal is, this is another way to heal, graveyard. I'm showing you ways to heal from your graveyard, from your scythe. You know, this is, and this is your biggest heal right here, you know, and it also gives you spell resistance and physical resistance. So that's why I say I'm not worried about being low. I got my DB. And I got my spin. You know how that works. DB into a spin. Before you start your rotation, proc your Major Brutality. This is how we get Major Brutality here, by procking Master Bow all in one. They give it to you, use it. That's new. Major and Minor Resolve, Vigor, and you know the rest. And again, Flex Spot. Now, Toxic Barrage. This is another bread and butter. Look, you can move at full speed and are immune to all disabling effects. What that means is we get to keep our speed while hitting somebody with an ult, which is awesome. And it has a lingering dot on there, on top of your Master Bow dot. So again, we got a lot of incoming damage. A lot of incoming damage. We got a burst from your DB, you got a burst from your graveyard, and you got a burst from your blast bones. You want to combine them all. Now, if you want more speed that comes with other passives here in your Sigic order bar, you can use that. Or you can use Minor and Major Expedition, as you can see here, change your maneuver, which is again awesome. Now I will put that on, but again, like I said, I'm very good at my class. Now I use Wood Elf. Fall damage, decrease your fall damage taken by 10, which is very awesome and very underrated. You'll be able to scale the mountains real good. As you can see, more movement speed, more penetration, stamina recovery, and stamina. Wood Elf is awesome for this build. Again, you get penetration as well. You want to get this if you don't have this. Get your, let your potions last longer. Anyway, you get penetration every time you use blast bones. So keep that in mind. So don't think you lacking anything with this build with Necromancer. Necromancer is awesome. Let's say hi to this wolf girl. But anyway, so that was real fast. So now I can actually get to talking about what I want to talk about this build for real. Pretty much how this gonna work is, as proc your Master Bow. When you pick your target, proc your Master Bow. Let me talk about this real quick. I'm glad I'm doing it in real time. Now I'm gonna use single target. The reason I use single target is to boost the damage of my Master, my Poison Arrow, and to boost the damage of my Skeleton. Again, a lot of incoming damage that somebody can't do nothing about. A lot of freaking pressure. Now, how you use this build, how you get kills, because if you're looking at this build from the outside looking in, you say, damn man, I don't really got nothing to get a kill with. You do. You got to be good at the game. Off balance is going to be the biggest secret code to this build, and you get that by spamming, not spamming, but you can spam it or you can use it like I do in moderation, your scythe. Off balance is a very good thing to have. Now, mind you, you're constantly spamming Hermitage on your target. So I mean, whoever you attack, they're going, what the fuck? I mean, you're spinning, you're fast, you got Graveyard going on. Mind you, Graveyard has a dot on it. You have a dot from your Poison Arrow. You got your damn Skeleton Archer shooting at them, and you got your Crows attacking them. And you're spamming Hermitage, which is lowering their health bar. All this and then on top of your damn blast bones chasing them, so they're just screaming, what the fuck is going on right now? So yeah, anyway, you want to proc your Master Bow to get that extra damage on your target when you go after them. And blast bones, you want to listen. Keep your blast bones up 100% of the time. Every time that thing goes down, you want to keep that up. If your blast bones is not up, you're doing something wrong. So if you in a 2v2 situation, 3v3 situation, and where's the blast bones? Keep your blast bones up at all times. It don't matter which morph you use, keep it up. Because the point is to keep that pressure on them. Now, the stamina bird, the only reason I'm using stamina on this build is because I don't have enough magic. Trust me, if I did, I will be using the magic blast bones. Those things hit hard. But the whole point of blast bones is to keep it up 24/7. It runs automatically to your target for you. All you have to do is press the daggone button. Now, your skeleton archer, you want to keep that up as much as possible. Don't spam it, because if you spam it, you may not have enough resources for that. But you want to keep that up as much as possible. Again, more pressure. Your ghost, you see, your ghost gives you stamina recovery. So you want to keep that up. Anyway, you want to put your master bow on them, proc your damage, keep your blast bones up at all times. Now, you want to work, it's different ways you can work your off balance from your scythe. You can off balance and save it for a stun, a heavy attack on either bar, preferably your back bar, because they won't expect that. Once you get them on their back from the off balance stun, you already know what time it is. DB and get to spinning their ass. You know what I mean? Get to digging in their pockets. You know what I mean? Because that's where they gonna stay, on the floor. You feel me? Taking their Jordans off their feet. You know what I mean? So you know how that go. It's like I said, it's a lot of different ways you could do the off balance from the scythe into a stun, into a graveyard, then a Dawnbreaker. Once you hit Dawnbreaker, then you proc the graveyard while they on the ground and start spinning. They're not getting up. They're not getting up. Or you could spam scythe for health. You can spam scythe for good damage. It's just different ways you do it, but you really want to work. This is a burst, so you want to learn a combo, get a burst, or you can just straight up, man. If you see somebody and you're very confident in getting them, proc your master bow, hit your blast bones, straight up, run straight up on them, hit your put the graveyard under their feet, hit your DB, proc graveyard into a spin, and get them out of here. You know what I mean? So, like I said, I don't have a bunch of gameplay for you guys, man. I got all that on my page, man. Live videos, all type of stuff. I go live all the time, every time I play. If you want to see this build in action, just go back to one of my videos or just catch me. I catch bodies. I've been doing this for a couple years now. I'm not tripping, man. If you can't use the build, that's on you. You know what I mean? If you can't use the daggone build, that's on you. This is original. This ain't none of that phony baloney stuff. This hit hard. Just get them out of here, man. That's what my channel is all about. Getting these motherfuckers up out of here, man. Going in their pockets. Taking their new iPhone that they just bought from the store. Yeah. Hey. Take them iPhones out them bitches' pockets.